So Gary, I just wanted to explain a little further. I felt a little video would kind of make sense. So I'm going to show you. I have multiple cameras. They're all pointed like at me, behind me, monitors, whatever. I'm running ECAMM. I'm controlling everything. But I'm kind of like you. I want to be behind the scenes, but I'm the only one here. So I could take all my cameras and point them to other things. So that's all you're going to do. So I got this camera, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. I have an A10 mini. I got security camera. So just like this camera's pointed outside, I could have this pointed at other people, bringing that in to ECAMM. And then just to give you an idea, you know, multiple cameras I have. So you can set up one camera, two cameras, 10 cameras. It all depends on the cameras and how you're setting them up. And just to let you know, this is my phone. So I have an iPhone 12, and I'm just using continuity camera. So I could actually pick up the camera and put it anywhere I want. This is completely wireless. I'm going to come back to this camera. That's just my iPhone on continuity camera. If you don't want to use continuity camera, if you don't know how to use it, or you can't use it because of the iOS on your phone's not up to date or something, but if your iPhone is up to date and your Mac is at least running, I want to say Ventura, I don't keep track of the names, you could just use your phone wirelessly. So I'm gonna go back to the phone. And just to let you know, I got this camera, I got this camera. This is not wired to my computer. That's wireless. This is wired to my docking station. That's wired probably to my computer. That one is not wired. That cable is just to plug it in for the battery doesn't die. That's wired to my docking station or my computer. I can't even remember. That's wireless. That's connected to the Camlink going into my docking station. So depending on the cameras you're going to use and the resources and how many ports you have and all that stuff, you're probably going to need a docking station. It's a caldigit element hub. Web camera. I think that's just plugged into my computer or this docking station, because I have two, because I have a lot of stuff going on. And then I have, I don't even know if I pointed at it, that camera. Then I have another camera that's behind me over there. And I'm pretty sure I have one or two other ones that I'm not even utilizing. But I mean, even just the phone, whether it's continuity camera, whether it is, get out of demo mode now, NDI, camo, whatever you want to use, you could bring in your phone. So I'm not familiar with your actual cameras, but I'm looking at your message here. Where is it? You said you have a 14-inch MacBook Pro M1. That's perfect. I don't see any issues with that. You have a 14 Pro Max cell phone. I don't see how that can't. I mean, mine's a 12. Nikon D7100, not familiar, but if it has a clean HDMI, you just run whatever connection it is, mini HDMI to HDMI out of the camera, connect it to a Camlink. Let me go with my drop down, see if you can see it. No, it's off to the side there. That connected to a Camlink to your computer. And again, if you're concerned about ports, if you're not sure if you have enough ports, get at least like the CalDigit element hub. That'll give you 3 Thunderbolt ports and 4 USB 4, all 4 ports. You get these adapters like I do. Here's a Camlink with one of my adapters. I like these going to the docking station, because it converts to USB-C. This ain't Thunderbolt, but it's USB-C. It's not that bad. And it converts it to a USB-A. That way you can plug in the Camlink. And I plug this right into the Thunderbolt of the Element Hub. So I have two, but one of them is what's controlling my Canon M50 Mark II. Just make sure you deal with the settings. You have to make sure you do all the settings correctly. And you want to have that clean HDMI. I know a lot of people that use GoPros. I don't personally, but ECAMM recognizes a lot of devices. If it's got a USB cable, plug it into your computer. If ECAMM sees it, you're good to go. Where you need to be careful also is with your ports. USB ports share with other ports. And what I've been talking about, I believe, is called the USB bus. You don't want to put cameras or multiple cameras on the same bus. So if you're 14-inch, because I believe that model has a couple ports, if you plug in two cameras USB to that MacBook and you notice only one of the two is working, you need to take one off and move it to a different port, get an adapter like I have, plug it into a Thunderbolt port, get a dock, because it needs enough resources to work properly. And if you don't have enough resources, one camera might work, the other one might not. You have to play and test with it. So I know this video is getting longer than I planned, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it. And hopefully that gives you some better idea. But you're going to control everything. Just don't point the cameras at you. Point the cameras at them. And you could even get like a monitor if you want to display something for them. That way they don't have to worry about it, you know, like the chat or whatever. Or they could use their MacBook or their laptop. Just make sure they mute their speakers and understand there's going to be a delay in the video and the comments. But you run everything on your MacBook. All right.